Hi everybody, it's Michael Bauerfeind speaking to you from Long Beach, and we're going to do something very special today. We're going to interview Jason and Charlotte Guest. We're going to learn a little bit about how they got from being first-time homebuyers to living in this wonderful condominium complex. So let's meet Charlotte and Jason. Well, hey everybody, Michael Bauerfeind again, and I'm very, very happy to have Jason and Charlotte Guest. We're going to just talk a little bit about what it was like buying their first home. So we met at an open house, and then I chased Jason for about almost 2 months before he would meet with me again. And what were you thinking when I was calling you after that random meeting at the condo?
I think life was kind of busy, and I would see your number. I would see Michael Bauerfeind. I think it was Michael Buyer Agent Bauer is what I wrote into there. Buyer agent, because I knew that we needed one, and I knew from our first meeting that we got along really well, but we weren't quite ready. We hadn't gotten pre-qualified. We still hadn't taken initial steps, and so when you would call, I'd be like, "Oh, I can't do this right now," but I would look at the phone and I would want to pick up the phone and talk to you, because there was something inside of me that was like, this is something we really need to do and really valuable, and you were definitely the guy that I felt like we wanted to do it with.
Yeah,
So.
I think we had decided after that first meeting that we did want to work with you. And
Why? What did I do?
I know, and you had asked us, what did we do research on you? And we really didn't. I think both of us had this overwhelming feeling after meeting you that you would be the best person to work with. And part of it was that I think we felt that you really, one, believed that we could do this, which we weren't quite sure at that point if we thought we could get it all together. And two, you were willing to walk us through the different steps. I think you had said to us, I really enjoy working with first-time buyers, and that really helped us to feel like, yes, this is something we can do, and you were really encouraging from the beginning.
Wow. Well,
He's blushing.
I am blushing, even though it may take months. The fact that we were communicating, to me, was always a positive thing. And then a couple of months later, it was almost 7 weeks later, you were in the picture. By that time, were you ready?
I think we were both really comfortable where we were. We had a apartment that we'd rented for almost 7 years, and we were not paying very much for rent. We had a really lovely landlord and neighbors that we enjoyed. And
We met Charlotte on September 4th. On October 11th, just a little over a month later, we made an offer. So we looked at several houses. You guys were looking, I was looking, and we finally found this one. I think you guys found this one. And then we closed a month later. So almost 6 months between the time we first met and the time we closed escrow, which seemed like a long time then, not anymore. So, go ahead.
yeah, one of the things I appreciated about that particular process was that we offered a lot less than the asking price, and you had said to us, well, let's just go through the experience of making an offer. And that was such a kind of, I felt like a really positive experience for both of us, because it took a lot of the stress and pressure around, oh my goodness, we're making this huge offer, there's a possibility they'll accept it, and but most likely they won't. But just going through the process, and we ended up getting this place. So, but I think from your perspective, just helping clients to go through the process of making an offer without the stress of getting it or not getting it was really helpful, I think, for both of us.
It's brilliant. Remember to do that again next time.
Yeah.
Well, and I think one of the things I tried to communicate from the beginning is that the process is a roller coaster, or can be. So there are a lot of ups and downs, and we just can't get too emotionally involved, right? Don't hold on too tight.
one of the things that I did was I listened to some podcasts about how to buy a home, and one of the things that they reiterated over and over again, it's really important to have a buyer's agent. And I think when things got a little roller coastery, you reinforced why we were glad that we knew that and that we had you.
That is such a great point. I wish I would have had it on my list. But that's what our job is. It's my job to protect you and to be your advocate and your cheerleader and your coach and all the things that you need. So thank you for that.
Because there were some probably uncomfortable conversations that you had to have that we didn't have to have. And that was much appreciated. Oh. I remember thinking, I'm so glad I don't have to make that call right now.
Right? Well, and the other thing is, a lot of people will say, well, I don't want a buyer's agent because I'm going to save on a percentage of commission. But I think we ended up saving, $30,000 from the asking price. So we also found another comparable property that was much less. Therefore, that kind of forced them to bring down their price. So get a buyer's agent, everybody. Thank you for that. Thank you for that thumbs up.
My favorite part of the process was once we had all the furniture inside, just kind of amazed that we had made it to this point, because I remember first looking at this place and looking at the price and everything and feeling like, wow, this is exactly the kind of place that we would like to live in, but we can't afford this place.
Yeah.
I don't know how we'd be able to do this. And so that felt really good.
I guess there was that feeling of, what we are imagining and what we think we want might not exist. And I think you were really encouraging with that as well, and just helping us to
he just kept telling us we could afford it.
Right.
And
no, but
hey, it wasn't me, it was the lender. You had that pre-qualification letter.
Right.
That was the big deal. All of a sudden, hey, we could actually do this. I don't know if we want to, but we can do this.
Right. Yeah, and that this place met everything that we were wanting and more. Yeah, I think the most exciting part of the process was getting that phone call that it was ours.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for trusting me. Thank you for coming and letting me have this conversation with you. Thank you for bringing in your family. I got to meet your parents and your child. And if you know of anybody that's looking to buy or sell a house, I would love to help them too. And once again, Michael Bauerfeind with Green Tree Properties, 714-830-8457. Be well and be blessed, and we'll see you soon. I like that. Take his arm really, and now just smile. This is going to be our closing shot. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Good job, you guys.